Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew Tam, and I'll be running for your sports coordinator for the 2018 to 2019 school year. FASA has played a huge role in my college experience so far. From the all-night practices to the adventures front with each FASA member, I'm proud to be a member of FASA. Now, I want the chance to give back to FASA as an executive board member to help FASA grow even more as a family and to assert an even stronger presence on campus. There are a lot of characteristics that make me not only a great sports coordinator, but also a great executive board member for FASA as well. I've participated in multiple sports before, and I had leadership positions in both a basketball team and for my school's cross-country team as well. With these positions, I've experienced in coordinating a team and training a team as well. Not only do these skills allow me to be a good sports coordinator, but my coordination and communication skills will also be a great fit in the executive board position. Not only was I a leader in sports for my school, but I have also had leadership positions in a few of my clubs, such as vice president of my school's chapter of National Technical Honor Society. As a sports coordinator, I will put in my effort to build and coordinate a strong FASA team for two of D6 events, Turkey Bowl and D6 Ball. Turkey Bowl was a decent success last semester, as there were a good amount of players who constantly show up for practices and worked hard to play for FASA. However, for D6 Ball, I believe that there could be much more potential and that there's a lot of improvements that I can bring to the table for FASA. As your sports coordinator, I will bring the energy of D6 Ball up to the level that Turkey Bowl has. And in order to achieve that, in order to achieve that goal, I will rebuild a stronger connection with the D6 representatives, as well as putting in my effort to go to D6 meetings in order to be up to date on the events that will be coordinated. As your sports coordinator, I also plan on executing small sports events for FASA to participate in. These events will be an opportunity for FASA members to bond more with each other through competing in sports such as volleyball or basketball. And these events will also be meant to bring in new members into FASA, as well as encourage old members who aren't as active in FASA to come out and participate. As an executive board member, I will put in my effort to ensure that FASA continues to have that strong family bond that I love so much about FASA, and enforce the 4 pillars of family, service, integration, and education. So far this year, the 4 pillars have been enforced well inside of FASA. However, as an executive board member, I want to expand the pillars outside of FASA as well. In order to do that, I want to plan more events and collaborations with other organizations on campus, such as VSA and CSA, in order to expand FASA's family bond with outside connections as well. As an executive board member, I'll also help expand our FASA family. My idea to help is to create more open events for the UMBC community. By having more open events, there will be a higher opportunity to recruit more people into FASA. Not only will I help recruit new people into FASA, but I'll also put in the effort to get other FASA members more active into FASA who weren't as active before. Some of these events may include active events that I've mentioned before, as well as events such as game nights and karaoke night. Thank you so much for your consideration of me on the executive board for next year. If I get the position, I promise I'll put in the effort to enforce my agenda as a leader and to bring out what is best of FASA. Thank you again. I'll now open up to questions.
Yes, my mom. Would you learn being Swee's and Ruben's intern?
Okay. All right. So Sweet, he definitely disciplined me a lot, and like, with Ruben there was a benefit because he was my big, so he was able to like mentor me, and both Sweet and Ruben did give me roles as like a sports court intern. For example, I was able to make the D6 roster for basketball. I was able to help Ruben make the D6 roster for the guys team, and I have been like watching how they run practices, and like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna build off of like what both of them have taught me.
Beginning of Turkey Bowl, it was hard for us to recruit because usually every year they bring in people who are not part of the org or like friends of people in the org. So, but this year we tried to have FASA members or people who go to this school. How will you work on recruiting members that aren't?
So one thing I did notice about like how you guys like advertise like Turkey Bowl, you guys just talked about it. However, I feel like what like I'm gonna build off of like Lance's video of like making D6 like more hype. Like I will work with like either media specialists or I will do it myself as to make Turkey Bowl and like D6 basketball like more hype to get more people to come out.
Sweden and Ruben encountered a lot of very strong opinions from past players or current players about how they're running Turkey Bowl or D6 basketball. For Turkey Bowl, it was that they were very adamant on not bringing in ringers, and for D6 basketball, it was the debate on whether to have a coach or not. How will you handle these opinions, and I don't know, how would you go about it?
So one thing for me, like for Turkey Bowl, having Coach Mark was definitely a good idea. It was more organized, more well planned. Like it wasn't just like scrimmages and like passes. We actually worked on like plays, and we have like set like plans on like how to like execute a play. And for D6 basketball, I have noticed like a lot of the players didn't like how the coach like made us like run and condition and all that. So for me as a sports coordinator, I will be the bridge between the players and the coach as well. I will talk to the players like as a group and individually, like what they want out of practice, like what things they believe is like we should work on as like a team, and like I'll coordinate with the coach as well as to like what he like wants like to see like us do as a team, and like also like what like of course like coaches like they came out like they made time like out their own schedule, so like yeah, so I'll just like be the bridge between like both groups.
Why is sports Coord important to FASA? Not just because they have the duties and they're responsible for those responsibilities as listed in the Constitution, but like why is sports Coord important? Like why? Why even sports Coord in general? Why?
Well, sports is like, well, through sports that's like one of the good ways to like kind of like just bond, like playing like football together, playing like basketball together, just like having fun. Like that's like one of the events, and like to be able to compete against like other schools, like that's just like it should be like a good accomplishment, like how like just working as a team, working with a team, and like bonding as a team. So that's definitely one thing.
So what's always been bothering me about D6 and sports coordinators is that you guys say you're gonna get more involvement from people through marketing and through hype, but it doesn't really work at the level you guys think it's gonna work at. What you guys need is a specific game plan on how to get, for example, these like figures to come out. Because when you get like these people who everyone likes and they come out, more people will get involved. So what you guys are saying was just like hype marketing. You guys need more details there. You guys need more to get people to come out.
He's laying it down.
That's good.
Okay, so what are you gonna do about that?
So definitely I would like you and Ruben both did like a great job like sending out emails to like make sure people come out to like practices. However, there were like a lot of like time constrictions with like a lot of like the people. So I'll definitely like I would work with like the other players and like majority of like the FASA people to see like what days they would like a practice, or like would like to come out and try to practice like that. Like we only had like one practice like that week, like on Saturday, so like maybe expand to have like 2 practices a week, just get people to like come out. Like for example, for like the first week we could have have people like come out to see what it is and see if they like it, and then afterwards we could just like so my idea is probably to have like a demo of what like Turkey Bowl and D6 ball is, and then like start having like the actual practices like after all that.
What are your thoughts on esports?
On esports?
Yes.
All right. Well, esports, it's definitely like the same amount of like competitiveness, like just like mentally wise, it's like the same amount of like competitiveness. Like I play esports game myself. So, like I feel like that. Like I feel like the moment like when I like win the game or something. So yeah.
So off of that, do you think it would be a good direction to add on esports as like part of events that you could make as sports coordinator?
That's something I will keep in mind, and I'll open up to the majority to see how many people are actually like willing. I would be down for that as a good idea. Yeah.